So, I just gave birth 3 days ago, in a different state from my husband. On purpose. I drove 12 hours to get there, at 37 weeks pregnant. And I haven't told him the baby's gender yet. Until yesterday, when he showed up. With his mother. Okay, let me back up. I'm 23, he's 27. We've been married almost 3 years. And his mom is a piece of work. From the day we got married, she wanted a granddaughter. Not just wanted, needed. Like obsessively. Her other son already has 3 boys. He's done having kids. So this baby was her last shot. And she made sure I knew it. Every dinner, every phone call. About a month ago, I overheard them, my husband and his mom, in the kitchen, thinking I was asleep. She was telling him the plan. If the baby was a girl, fine, they'd love it. If it was a boy, they were going to push me to give him up, so they could try again, for a girl. I'm not making this up. My husband sat there and agreed. Said, "Yes, Mom, you're right." I packed a bag the next morning, drove to Florida, to my mom and dad. Didn't tell him where I was, just a text. "I'm safe. I'll be in touch." I gave birth 4 days later. A boy. He's perfect. So, fast forward to yesterday afternoon. His car pulls into my parents' driveway, and out steps his mother first. Of course, she came. They walk into the living room. My dad, my brothers, me, both of them. My baby is upstairs. My mom and sister have him. Out of sight. The first thing she says, first, not hi, not how are you. She goes, "Quit the bullshit. My baby is a girl, right?" My baby. Like he was already hers. I told her the baby is a boy. My family confirmed. Her face just dropped. She started crying. Crying because the baby was a boy. And then she said this, word for word. I'll never forget it. "If I had known you'd give me another boy, I wouldn't have been so nice to you." So nice. To me. As if any of the past 3 years was nice. I told her to go fuck herself. This baby is mine, not hers. My brother stood up, told her she wasn't going to raise her voice in his house, asked her to wait in the car. She left. Gave me a look. But she left. And here's what got me. She didn't even ask to see him. The baby she'd just been crying about. Not once. Then it was my husband's turn. He looks at me, with actual hurt in his eyes. Rob, from him. So I told him what I overheard, word for word. The kitchen, the plan, the adoption talk. His face went pale. I watched it click in real time. He starts apologizing, says he was just saying that to shush his mom. He never actually planned to do it. Sure. Then, in the same breath, he pivots. He says, "But I'm going through a lot too. I need support too." He's going through a lot. While I drove 12 hours at 37 weeks pregnant to get away from his mother. My whole family started laughing. Not even mocking, just genuinely. They couldn't help it. He got mad, demanded to know the baby's name, demanded to see him. I told him the name. I let him see the baby, from across the room. He asked to hold him. I said no. Not yet. Maybe not ever. I don't know yet. Then I talked to him alone. I told him I wanted a divorce. He cried. He pleaded. Said, "Give me one more chance." I told him my decision was final. I told him he didn't have to financially support the baby, but the marriage was done. He left. He came back the next day, eyes puffy, crying again. And guess who came with him? His mom. Again. The day after I told him I wanted a divorce, he still brought his mommy. She walks into my parents' living room, looks at him, out loud, in front of all of us, tells him, "Give her the divorce. Forget about this kid. Find a woman who'll give you a girl." In front of me, while our newborn was somewhere in the house. And finally, something happened. He turned to her and said, "Get out." Said, "You've ruined this enough." She yelled. She left. He stayed. He cried. Said he finally understood what kind of damage she's done to our family. He offered to go no contact with his own mother, if that's what would save us, if that's what I needed. I told him I needed time. I told him to come back in a week, so I could think. So that's where I am. He's driving back to North Carolina. I'm here in Florida, with my baby. My boy. And here's the part I can't stop thinking about. Being a single mom at 23 is not ideal. I know that. And whether I like it or not, I still feel something for him. I don't want to, but I do. People online keep telling me to leave for good. They're probably right. But knowing what's right and feeling what's right, those are different things. I'll let you know what I decide.